Next topic is the last application of Gauss theorem, that is electric field intensity due to uniformly charged spherical shell. Now there are three cases in this. The first case is at a point P outside the shell. So what we do is we take a shell, this is a shell, and it's a charged shell, a spherical shell, and charge is residing on the surface of the shell. Now we take a point P which is outside. Now this is the radius of the shell, it's a hollow, and the charge on the shell is Q, and let us take a point P outside the spherical shell, and we will try to find out what is the electric field strength here with the help of Gauss theorem. Now for finding out what is the electric field strength here, naturally we need what? We need Gaussian surface, because when we are applying Gauss theorem we always need Gaussian surface. So what is Gaussian surface? Let me imagine that this is a Gaussian surface here, this is a Gaussian surface, and at point P here I will try to find out the electric field strength. Now let the distance from O, the midpoint of the spherical shell, the distance of the Gaussian surface, which is spherical in shape, the radius of that is r, smaller. And let me take one small area here, and in the small area ds I will try to find out ds and e. Now this is the direction of ds, perpendicular and outwards. So this will be perpendicular and outwards, and this will be the direction of e. So both are in the same direction. So the direction, the angle between vector e and vector ds is 0 here. Now from Gauss law this will come, right? Therefore this will be equal to q by epsilon naught. What is q? Q is a charge enclosed by the Gaussian surface. So that is what? That is q here. Or rewriting we will get this. And if you integrate ds, what is here? If you integrate ds, if you integrate this, what will you get? You will get 4 pi r square, small r square, right? So it is q by epsilon naught. Or you can write E equal to q by 4 pi epsilon naught into r square. You can write like this also, q equal to sigma into 4 pi r square. What is sigma? Sigma is the surface charge density, and q is equal to how much? Surface charge density into the surface, the total surface area of the sphere. So how much is that? It is 4 pi r square. So if you multiply this with sigma, then you will get q. So you can rewrite this as E equal to sigma r square by epsilon naught r square. Electric field due to uniformly charged thin spherical shell at a point outside the shell is such as if the whole charge were concentrated at the center of the shell, because we are all taking thus distances from the center only. We are not taking from here, but the charge is residing here on the surface. But all the calculations, everything we are making, we are taking the distance from the center. So that's what is explained here. The second case, at a point A on the surface of the shell. Now if this is the surface of the shell and we want to find here only on the surface, then the Gaussian surface will be on the surface only. So let us take a point A on the surface, and Gaussian surface, a small area ds will be here, and the direction will be like this only, and we'll try to find out. Please check the derivation. If you have any doubt, you can comment. So at the end you will find that E equal to, it is coming q by 4 pi epsilon naught r square. The only difference between this and the previous expression is, there it was small r square, the total distance of the Gaussian surface. Here it is r square, because the Gaussian surface is on the surface of the spherical shell only, so it becomes r square. Again here in this case, since when you are writing in terms of sigma, that is surface charge density. So in that case it is coming sigma by epsilon naught, because 4 pi and 4 pi are cancelled. Sigma into 4 pi r square, they are cancelled. uh, 4 pi and 4 pi are cancelled, and you are getting sigma by epsilon naught. Now the electric field due to uniformly charged thin spherical shell at a point on the surface of the shell is maximum, right? Next, the third case, when the point P or it is inside the spherical shell, then how to calculate the electric field strength? So this is the shell, and the radius is capital R, center point is O, and the charge is having the total charge on the spherical shell is Q. Now we just want to find at point B, we just want to find the electric field strength here at point B. So what will we do? We will take a Gaussian surface at this point. So this is the Gaussian surface. So when this is the Gaussian surface, now I'll try to find out the formula. This is R dash, and this is a small area I have taken ds, and the direction of ds is this way, and direction of E also is this way. Now from Gauss law, check the derivation. Now this comes Q by epsilon naught. What is Q? Q is the charge enclosed by the Gaussian surface. Can you tell me what is the charge enclosed by this Gaussian surface here? This is the Gaussian surface. What is the charge enclosed here? The charge enclosed is 0, because charge always resides on the surface. So here charge enclosed is how much? It is 0. So 0 by 4 pi epsilon naught, everything, this will come out to be 0. So E will be equal to 0. This property E equal to 0 inside the cavity is used for electrostatic shielding. So what is the meaning of this? Suppose I have an apparatus, I want to keep it safe. If something like this and I keep it inside this, so naturally electric field strength will not come inside and the device will be safe. If we draw a graph between small r, what is small r? Small r is the distance from the center of the sphere to and between electric field strength, then you will find that the graph is somewhat like this. And here, because from here to here, what is the distance? The distance from here to here is capital R, means radius of the sphere. So from 0 to radius of the sphere, electric field strength is 0. But after coming from after reaching the radius, means surface of the sphere, it slowly decreases in this fashion, and slowly it decreases like this. So this graph is very important. Please keep this in mind. Thank you.